you're actually passionate about. This live stream will be all about your career path, and especially this live stream is for you when you are currently feeling burnt out in your career, when you feel stressed by your work, by your boss, when you feel like a sense of purpose and meaning is lacking in your career, and when you feel like there is somehow more possible, but I cannot grasp it right now properly. So this live stream is for you. Let me know, what is your current career path? What is unsatisfying for you in your career path? What is not making you happy? What is eventually making you happy? And let me quickly check if everything is working properly with our live stream here. We are coming on live on the 22nd, master number Sunday live stream. And yes, we are live. If you are tuning in live here, please let me know from where are you joining in, what is your current career, what is your life path number, and what would you like to improve in your career path in this moment. And for me, for a long time, I didn't know that I could actually have a career which I'm passionate about. I had a very bad belief system about my career path. So when I was younger, I was always passionate about movement. I loved horseback riding, but I always told myself I cannot make a career with my passion. And is it you maybe as well? Maybe you had that in the past, maybe that is right now you. Then let me know in the comments. So it was definitely my belief system, and I didn't think that I could do that. So I decided after school, it was a very hard decision for me actually to choose any career path, because I was so overwhelmed by all these choices. And this then didn't get easier because we getting more and more choices for our career paths. So I want to give you here today the guidance using numerology to find clarity in your career path, and as well to rewrite that belief that you can't make a career out of your passion, that your career path needs to be hard, and you need to be hard working to earn your money and to ultimately sustain your life and to really enjoy your life, to not work for your life rather than seeing all as one. I don't have a distinction as work anymore really in my life. For me, my life is just an exploration, and I see it as my playground, but I don't distinguish between work and free time anymore. For me, all is one, all is connected, and this is why numerology is such a beautiful base to go through today. And I give you actually concrete steps where I guide you through how you can find a career you are actually passionate about. So you want to grab a pen and a paper to make notes for the different steps, so you can go through the steps step by step after or during the live stream, or when you watch the replay, that you can stop and really take time to reflect on the different steps. If you're serious about finding passion and meaning and purpose in your career path, this is for you, because I'm not here to only teach you the knowledge about numerology. I truly, from my heart, want to give you hands-on examples and hands-on tips how you can concretely use the knowledge of numerology in your life to find your path, because I believe gaining the knowledge is very important. You need to take in the knowledge, but then you need to take the actionable steps on your own. And I am here. I am coming on live every Sunday for you, so we can connect here in the live stream. And as well, you have sort of an opportunity to use me as your accountability buddy to study numerology deeper. And when you study numerology deeper, you are evolving, your awareness, and self-awareness and being present in the moment is key to your success path. And this is what numerology ultimately gives you when you dedicate yourself to understand the numbers. I'm not here for superficial knowledge and superficial phrases. No, I want to help you to understand numbers and numerology in a deeper and larger scale so it can help you in your life. So okay, let me let me check. You can download as well your free numerology guide. I highly recommend you to have the free numerology guide open or to download it so you can read about your specific numbers during or after the live stream. So let's dive actually immediately in the first step of today's live stream, how to find a career you are actually passionate about using numerology for your advantage. And I did the same for my career path, for my life. And as I already said, like today I wouldn't even say consider between career path and I don't even know how to call call the other life, because as I said, it's about oneness for me. It's about seeing the holistic picture, seeing the whole picture of how do I want to design my life, and work is a part of that. Of course, I am a person who loves to work, and that gives me really a lot of joy. And when I'm not working, I feel like something is missing. That's what I discovered as well. And I know there are different numbers out here for everyone. Is it's a little bit different. So drop me the life path numbers here in the chat, and now I'm going to start the hands-on part to guide you through what worked for me the best to find a career path that I'm actually passionate about. So, our first step is finding out who you are. Getting clear on yourself, what is within you, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your challenges, what is your purpose in life, what are your desires in life, and how can you build your success path? What's your personality type? How do you react to challenges? How do you make decisions? And this is a part that eventually takes you some time to truly understand your personality. If you want to take the shortcut, you book a numerology reading with me. If you are here for the long path, and if you are already in love with numerology, then you want to start studying numerology or eventually as well astrology. There are a lot of personality type tests out there, like the 16 personality type test as well, like human design. There are so many opportunities out here, but as you're here on the channel, you are most likely feeling called to dive into numerology, so you can use numerology to understand yourself, to find out who are you on a soul level. What happens when we come here on earth? We're just our soul. We are just how to say, an unwritten paper, so paper that is blank. But then we, depending on which surroundings we're growing up, what's our family, what are our circumstances, what school are we going to, we are getting more and more predefined how we should be, how we should act, how we should fit into our surroundings. And what we are ultimately trying to achieve is to survive in our surrounding. But what happens in school, we are actually taught to unlearn our natural personality. We get confronted with our mistakes, but we get never reminded with our strength. And this is why we need first to unlearn all the structures and all the patterns and all the beliefs we got taught in school, in our surrounding, what we grew up in. And we need to see as well the circumstances of our parents and grandparents with whom we grew up. So we need to unlearn these beliefs and these patterns because they grew up in a different time than we did. And they are obviously giving their best. So I'm not saying that give to hand over any type of form of guilt to someone. We are expecting here that everyone is giving their best in this present moment. What they can give right now is the best, and what they could give in the past as well was the best. That doesn't mean that it was beneficial or good for you necessarily. So we need to unlearn these predetermined structures we got taught in school and by society and by our friend circle when we start to establish our friend circle. And we need to come back to our soul, and numerology is a shortcut to find out who are you on a soul level without the stories and the experiences you made in the past. So I recommend to study first of all the 4 most important numbers in numerology, and I have here the link to my video about the 4 most important numbers in numerology for you right here. And I see some of you are dropping in. 29 September, hello, life path 7, currently studying land surveying. Yes, I think we already chatted in the comments. Let me know a little bit, like, what are you unhappy right now in your career? What would you wish in your career? What are your desires right now to make a change in your career? And we are at the first point. I'm giving you really hands-on tips on how to find your career you are passionate about with numerology, and these are studying your first four most important numbers in numerology. These are your birthday code, which reveals your inner personality. Who are you? What are your strengths? What are your superpowers? What are you good in? And as well, which challenges are you predestined to experience here in your lifetime, and what are your learning lessons? Because I see challenges at learning lessons to dive deeper into your true essence. And what is your life path number? Your life path number tells you about your purpose, and your life path number will connect you with purpose and meaning in your life. The third most important number is your destiny number, and the destiny number is super important when it comes to your career path, especially destiny number, life path number, and your birthday number. Your destiny number tells you what are you the most successful in doing, and I have the playlist here for all the destiny numbers just freshly released for you as well to rewatch. The fourth most important number in numerology to find out who you are is the soul urge number. The soul urge number tells you what are your soul's desire, what does your soul, your heart wants to express here in this lifetime. And this desire is super important for you to understand, and you need to bring them all together. The most easiest way, the shortcut way, is, as I already mentioned, in a numerology reading, in a personal reading, because there it's the best and easiest way to get that connection between these numbers. And you can, but don't worry, you can study them as well on your own. I have all the videos here on the channel, and you can download your free numerology guide where you can read about your 4 most important numbers in numerology to get that understanding. Who are you? And to get an understanding about these different areas in your life as well, and to get that vision about how do you imagine your life, how do you want to live your life, on what terms do you want to live your life. And before I learned about numerology and astrology, I was super lost on my career path. I chose the safe career path to make an apprenticeship in a bank. I was studying business administration just after my dad passed away 8 years ago. I got the courage to truly follow my passion and my joy. And I told myself, yeah, life is too short to waste it with things I don't like, and to waste it with superficialities, and to waste it with making money to buy nice things. I want to explore the world, and this is what I'm doing. Right now I'm already traveling for 3 years. Before, I've been gone as well for 1 and 2 years from Germany, and that really opened me up, and that helped me to unlearn beliefs I was inheriting from my friend circle and from my family, which I was obviously inheriting as I was growing up in this circle and I was living in this circle. And traveling opened me up two different cultures, and it connected me with my soul path and with who I truly am. And keep commenting. I'm coming back to your comments. So I want to move in now in step number 2. So step number 1, as a recap, find out who you are first. Who are you when everything breaks away? When all the superficial layers break away, who are you? Can you answer that question? What is your personality? What are your strengths, your superpowers? And when we follow our passion, we want to follow our strengths. We're not here to trying to compensate our weaknesses. No, we are tapping into our strength when we want to follow our passion. In the second step, you find out what are you good at? What are your concrete strengths? And therefore, I always have this beautiful practice to ask people who know you, hey, like, can you give me feedback? What do you think am I good in? Hey, you know me a little bit now, or you know me pretty well, maybe a good friend. Like, what do you think are my strengths? But when it gets as well really interesting, if you ask a person who doesn't know you that well, because sometimes the feedback from the people we love can be either very much, how to say, can be maybe a little bit too nice, or can be as well filled with their limiting beliefs about what they think about you. So collect some feedback, and if you don't know what you are good at in, I give you the homework to explore what are you good in. Try new things. Are you good in eating healthy? Are you good in motivating people? Are you good in managing people? Are you good in telling others what to do? Are you good in following orders? Are you good in, are you creative? Are you very smart? Are you good in setting up structures and frameworks? Are you good in any form of art? Are you good in working out? So, like, drop it for me as well in the comments right now as you're here. Like, what are you good in? And make a list with what are you good in. I want you truly to write these things down and find out your strength and make a strength list. It gives you so much confidence to connect with your strength. And here as well, you can come back if you're totally lost, like, what am I good at? Go in my Numerology Handbook I have for you and look in your life path number. Have a look in your birthday code number and have a look in your destiny number. These numbers, they're giving you clues in what you are good in, and they are going to tell you your strength, and then you can check, am I really good at that? And if you don't have the confidence to say you're good at it right now, then explore it. Give yourself a challenge and try to explore if you could be eventually good at it. So, for example, a life path 11 is naturally very good at public speaking, but can be as well afraid of public speaking. So maybe you want to pick a topic and make a presentation to a friend circle, to a group of people, or to ask a place, hey, can I make a workshop about this topic? I think that would be interesting for you. Going to your yoga studio and they're like, hey, I have here this topic. I'm really passionate about nutrition and I would love to host a workshop. I'm not sure if hosting a workshop is something for me, but test your skills and test your strength. And then you will most likely realize as a Life Path 11 that it's totally your thing. Same as a Life Path 7. Life Path 7, you are the teacher. You are here to gain knowledge, to study different modalities, and then to pass them on, to teach them to others. And yes, this is a part about your strengths, part number 2. Part number 3 is to find out what fulfills you with joy. And when we are following the joy and bliss, then we are tapping into the highest vibration. When we are in a higher vibration, we're going to attract things that are in alignment with that high vibration. And that means you will most likely feel joy while doing a certain activity. So for me, the first time that I actually realized that I can make money with something I fully enjoy was when I became a yoga teacher, and that happened very naturally as I helped my mom organizing her retreats as well, something I'm naturally good in, organizing and bringing structure into retreats, that I started to teach on her retreat in Hawaii in 2018. For the first time, I wasn't a certified yoga teacher yet. I was only practicing yoga for 3 months. So everyone would have been like, how dare you teaching yoga only after 3 months of practicing yoga? But it just came so naturally in my life, and I explored my teacher role as a Life Path 7. And I was like, wow, that feels so easy. And I got rewarded, that I got compensated with, for me in that time was a big sum. I got invited to a private boat tour, dolphin tour, and yeah, doing that in Hawaii is not a cheap activity. And I was like, wow, people really value and enjoy yoga classes with me. Then I did my yoga teacher training, and I got further into my purpose of teaching. And this is how I want you as well. Follow your joy. And for me, movement is joy. So when I follow my joy of movement, I automatically attract the things that are meant to be in my life. And if you have no idea what brings you joy as well, go back to your numbers, look into your strengths, and just explore them. Be curious. And if you don't know what brings you joy, ask yourself as well, what doesn't bring me joy, and just do exactly the opposite. Tapping into the flip side of what don't bring you joy will most likely bring you joy. And be very open here. And you could make even a fun challenge with a friend and say like, hey, let's test out some new activities. Hey there, please drop me your Life Path numbers, and drop me as well, like what is bringing you joy as well. Gamma, drop me as well. What is it that brings you joy? Write it down here in the live chat right now. That's an opportunity for all of you to connect here during the live stream as well. It's an opportunity for you to drop me comments, so I can answer to your comments at the end of the live stream, and you get live answers from me. Thank you. So let's continue with my step number 4 of how to find a career that actually brings you joy. And this is to define the dream qualities of your dream career. And I love to zoom out because, as I already said, it's career, I don't see it separate from my life, but you need to ask yourself, how can I incorporate my career in my daily life? So, as I already told you, movement is a big part of my life. Nutrition and health is a big part of my life. So how can I incorporate, ideally, when I'm thinking about it career path that brings me joy, what qualities do I need? So I have enough time to work out, to take care of my health, to cook freshly, to make my groceries as well, to see my friends. So what type of qualities does my career need? And one thing that is for me in my personal case, that I need the time freedom of organizing and managing my time by myself. For me, I know my personality, I am not working very well on other people's time schedule. It is hard for me to commit to fixed times by times. And I set up my life as a content creator that way, that I schedule my live streams already upfront, so I only need to click on live, because the live streams are very important for me to connect with you here on the channel, and I love going live and I want to keep improving my speaking skills. So I as well, when I think about my content creator life, I have the time freedom to create my creations whenever I want to. I have no one who forces me to do it. I have a structure, I have a framework, I have my videos already scheduled and prepared, ideally for 2 weeks up front, so that I don't get into a struggle. Right now I'm not at the point because I had some travels to Bali. I got out of my routine, but usually I have the routine, everything is pre-scheduled. But in this framework I create for myself, I have time freedom. I have the freedom to manage my day and my time in a way I want to. I have open slots for my numerology readings to specific times where I say, okay, yes, to these times I can commit. But if I need free time, I block the time in my calendar so I can't get any bookings in. I offer numerology reports, which I can prepare as well on my own time schedule, at nighttime, at evening, in the morning. I deliver them in 48 hours, but I can do it in my own time, and I hope you get the idea. So what is important for you? Do you work or love to work? To go to work, actually, the act of going to a place to work and work with your co-workers together. Do you want to work in an office? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to work in a team? Do you want to work by yourself? How many hours would you like to work? So define the qualities of your dream life, or what I call it life lifestyle design. So how would your ideal life look like, and map that out. And of course, the part of making money and your career is a part of that, because all is one. So define here the container. I call it the container of your work, and get there very strategic what is important for you, and allow yourself truly to define this container in an unconventional way. Coming now to step number 5, and we're almost through, and then I'm going to go into your comments and see if you have any questions for me left. The step number 5 is, what do you need right now? Tap into the present energy, in the present moment, and this is a key for every successful manifestation, and this requires for you brutal honesty. Where do you stand right now? So what is your career right now? What doesn't make you happy? What makes you happy? What are you grateful for? What is really challenging for you? And you now already have the awareness what is not good for you, what's your personality. You got clarity about your personality, you get clarity about your strength, you get clarity about what brings you joy, and you define the container on how your future you should look like in your career space. That is all defined, and now it's on being brutally honest. What do you need to make it happen? What are the concrete action steps? Do you maybe need to make a course, an online course? or an offline course to learn a certain skill set? Do you need to do a training? Do you need to get support from someone? Do you need financing? Do you need to balance your emotions? Do you need to do inner work? Maybe you're already like at a good point, you're like emotionally so well balanced that you don't need that, but you might need to take a certain action you're avoiding to take. So find truly what are you currently avoiding of doing, and this is exactly where you need to take it and to put your focus on the thing you don't want to do, but you know this thing is going to bring you huge success. Maybe you need to get your health in check, because I'm a big believer that your health needs to be in check. Your health is your foundation for wealth and for a successful career, but sometimes our health is not in check when our emotional world is not in check, so that can be interconnected. Maybe you need to build self-confidence. Maybe you need to work on your marketing skills. Maybe you need to send applications actually. Maybe you just need to put the word out. So what is it you concretely need to do in this moment? Maybe you need to do research for a new job. Maybe you already have an eye on a job and you need to send that application out. Maybe you already have some money saved up and you just need to quit your job and take a time off. Be brutally honest with you and write that down. What are your next? Keep it simple. Really, 1 to 3 actionable steps you need to take right now, and rather do them in the next couple of days or week, and then you define another 1 to 3 actionable steps, and writing a endless long list of actionable steps which you're not able to do in one time. And then we're coming to the final 6th step of to find a career you're actually passionate about, and that is to be open about what you want and ask for it. How can you ask for it, and how can you be open for it? So a very common mistake is what I see is that we are not really honest with ourselves or with other people, that we act like everything is okay. So you can, for example, when you meet your friends, just be honest and say like, hey, I'm looking for a new career. Hey, I want this and that. And then maybe opportunities are coming in and someone says like, hey, I have the perfect thing for you, or they meet someone, or maybe you meet a stranger and this is the connection. Just be open, speak it out when you have the clarity on. This is why we go within first. We make the inner work, so you get that inner clarity, and then you can bring it out into the field, and then you will see that the universe will respond to. You can as well ask your angels, your support team, your divine support team, for support in that matter. Ask them to send you a sign. Ask them to support you to get to that career. Ask them as well when you're not sure what to do. Ask them, what do I need to do right now? And I know the answer will drop for you, either in angel messages, maybe in outspoken words by strangers, maybe by outspoken words from friends, or in text messages, or when you watch a YouTube video, when you listen to a podcast. I know that the answer will be there for you. Just be open about it, trust it. We are collectively in the year of the number 7, which means miracles are possible for all of us. And we are all called to step more into the 7 energy. So for everyone watching here, especially when you are alive past 7, dive into the 7 energy. Dive and work on trusting yourself, building self-confidence, releasing your self-doubts, and to work on your lack mentality. A good exercise for that is to start your day with gratitude. To every day think about what are you grateful for, what do you have right now in your life, and what are really your successes right now in life. That helps tremendously to step out of a lack mentality into an abundance mindset. All right. That was a lot of information. Let me know if that was helpful for you. And I'm checking now the comments. And if you have any, yay, I'm happy to see you here in your life. Remind me to your life path number, please. And drop me if you have like any further questions now, because now we have some time so I can answer your questions. That's a really nice thing about our numerology live streams, because I can actually chat with you here. So I like it because it makes me exposed to nature, and even studies are based in science and technology. My destiny number is 9. Yes, that makes sense. And your life path 7, destiny number 9, were born on the 29th. So you are a master number 11 birthday, life path number 7. And the life path number 7 definitely makes you a researcher, and everything analytical is very good for the life path 7. Everything that you can do for yourself at home is really good for you and beneficial for you. As a destiny number 9, you're looking for some purpose, and especially as it's connected with nature, I think that is perfect for you, as a 9 deeply cares about the world and about nature. But the thing is, I'm not sure, because I also like fashion and media. Basically, I sometimes think I need to do multiple things, but I'm not sure whether I'm limiting myself or I'm overthinking, and I know that pretty well. So having a lot of ideas can be complicated. I would say write them all down and make ultimately a decision for to pursue one or two things. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, and you still want to have free time to enjoy your life. And you could even, what I can recommend you, make 2 papers. One paper with fashion and media, and then another paper with your as you're studying land surveying. And then you can stand on both papers. Like first you stand on one paper, and then you stand on the other paper. Ideally you don't know what's under each paper, and then you just feel into that paper, and you feel like how your head is feeling. Is it feeling open? Is your body feeling wide? So in a coaching session, I would guide you through that whole process, for example, so you can really find out like what decision to make, which one to choose for you right now. As a life path 7, I know you can do multiple things as well, especially born on a master number 11 day. You have the power, you have the force to do a lot of things, that for sure. You are a powerful force, and then your destiny number 9, you're definitely a boss type personality, and you can do a lot. You need to learn how to manage yourself and others. That's really important for you. Music, helping people, seeing my loved ones happy, and yes, that's really good. Make like all, I want us all to make a joy list to follow more our joy. And I hope that was helpful for you. Um, Going further in the comments, I commented on one of your videos, but oh yes, fast food brand concept that really focus on equality, value, and genuine happiness. I'm life path 4, expression 11, and soul urge 8, born January 8. Yes, in Southern California, right? um, that's amazing, and you definitely have the power to. Do you have like any questions for that? Is like anything like what you would like to know? Other than that, I'm just like talking. What comes to my mind right now, as a life path 4, you're definitely here to build a stable foundation for yourself and for others. So 4 is a business savvy personality, because you have the focus, you have the dedication, you have as well the ability for teamwork. You are born on an 8, and when you're born on an 8, 17 or 26, you are born to be wealthy. I have a funny short about that. And you're really here to create abundance and as well to find abundance within yourself. The 8 is a business number. The 8 loves business, and the 8 goes very well together with the number 4. The number 4 and the number 8 are both in the manifestation triad. And this is as well, I have a video on this too. I don't know where right now. If I find it, I will tag it because it's very interesting to understand. So you are a master manifestor, especially with a 4 and an 8 in your biggest numbers. You're really good in manifesting through aligned action, through your focus and through your dedication. You are a very practical person. You are not only a dreamer, you really make things happen and bring them here into the physical realm. And with the 11, the 1 is a number out of the mind triad. So the 1 is the same like the 7 and the 5 tends, so this is as well for you as a life path 7 interesting, that makes you tend to overthink. And Gamma, you were born as well on the 11th. Now I'm jumping a little bit, please pay attention what I'm talking about. So everyone who has a 1, 7 and 5 in their big numbers, you tend to overthink. And this is something to be aware of. And you have said your channel as well with your expression number 11, because it's a double 1, so the double potential even of overthinking. So with the 11, you are highly intuitive. You definitely need to base your business, even it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but base it on your intuition. Follow your intuition, follow the divine messages, and follow the signs you receive from the universe, and allow yourself, even the 4 and the 8, they love to plan, they love to structure everything, but allow yourself some flexibility in that frameworks you build for yourself. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please keep them in the chat. If not, I'm going to end the live stream in a couple of minutes, and we see each other in the next week, where I'm going to give you next week an energy update for the month of November, which is a master number month, and as well which is a month of the number 9. We are right now, for everyone really important as well to recap, we are in October, which is the month of the number 8. This month pushes us into our personal power, and that can feel by times quite uncomfortable. We are going through eclipses, so we are heading to the next eclipse, and that can bring up a lot of transformation. Is that a very comfortable space right now? Most likely not. How can the transformation show? It can show in conflicts in your relationships, it can show in conflicts in your career path, it can show in delays in your career and your projects. So this time is a very good time to check in. Am I right on track? Am I on the right path? To make a deep dive in numerology, to dive deeper into your personality, to check in, move through the steps I just gave you here in this live stream, write them down on a piece of paper in your notebook and reflect on it. I can really recommend you that the 8 is a power, and this month decides, are you stepping in your power, or are you displaying yourself powerless? Are you giving your power away to your outside circumstances, or do you realize that you are the power source? You are the one who calls the shots. You are the one who designs your life. You are the one who pulls the string. So this is a month for you to step further into your power and to become the creator of your reality. And yes, these are my final wise words. I thank you all for being here live. Thank you as well for commenting, chatting with me. And Yes, thank you very much, Miss Gribble. You have helped me so much. Thank you. And I see you in the next one. And yeah, I wish you truly the best success on all of your career paths to get more clarity. But I know it's going to come as you keep being on this path and as you keep studying numerology. So download now your free numerology guide. Link is in the description to study your most important numbers, have it saved in your notes, and to make screenshot of your most relevant numbers. And yes, that's it now. So I see you in the next one, and have a blessed and wonderful further day.